Welcome to Lexington, where the sun shines bright literally and figuratively on their old Kentucky home, and the Big Blue Nation ready to get behind these Wildcats in this one. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, the South Carolina Gamecocks taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. We'll kick it off to get us underway. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Formation for these receivers. The inside handoff. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Might be calling a hot route. To the air, it's Boley. He's open on the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
The Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Fires to the tight end. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Complete to the left. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. They'll move the wide receiver. He leaves it with his back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving it right down the field. You've just run to set yourself up now in 1st and goal. They are feeling it.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Kentucky.
That is how you finish a drive. Nice drive put together. Don't kick threes. We need touchdowns. And that's a great job executing down here near the goal line. You got the 3rd and goal. You were physical enough to run the football in. Nice start to this football game.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's not going to take the touchback. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Carolina offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Off the play fake on 1st down. He's going to go for a big one. Pulls it in down the middle. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
What a throw on 1st down, the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Plows through the defense.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a...
Oh, he's got some space. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that 1st down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
On 1st and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. He'll keep it himself. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. To the air. It's Overton. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Man, I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up. And you could tell, QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own 1. The give to the tailback.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. Finds a crevice and picks up 5 out to the 8.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Quarterback making checks. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Finds a man in the middle. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far.
7, South Carolina, 0.
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Bolin. Flips it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, he makes the catch. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line.
1st and 10.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red. Going for the big play. Makes the catch and a huge play on the left side. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
1st and goal, South Carolina.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Back has it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Now, we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Arizona is up big right now, and what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll be talking about in Tucson for some time. They're up 14 over Iowa State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking to throw, it's Bolden. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wildcats come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Takes it from the gun on third down. Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver. You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Caught over the middle. It's low. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Now facing a third and long. The offense changing the play. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes the catch. It's Hester. Turning it on. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Wildcats had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And it's caught! Touchdown, Kentucky!
Really nice job by the quarterback there, just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. That's exactly what happened.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Now, Lenoris Sellers was sensational down the stretch last season when the Gamecocks won 6 of 7 games. Sellers threw 18 touchdowns, only 3 picks. What would you like to see from him, David, for the Gamecocks to become a force in the SEC?
It's not running, Reese. Like, we saw the physicality in the big runs, like, throughout the season, especially against Clemson ending the season last year. But to me, it's the passing game. It's the staying on schedule. It's knowing his answers and making the easy play sometimes. Continue to evolve as a passer with that big, strong body, and you better look out, college football.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Gamecocks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. That's why
it's a fumble. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it in the middle. It's Jacobs. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome.
There he goes. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And they did tack on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. Looking for daylight from inside his 20. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Bolden. Zings it complete to the right. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He's turning it loose into the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He rifles one deep to the left. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you can tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Snagged in the middle, it's McGowan. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. To throw, it's Sellers. He lets it fly. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense...
He's taking the shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Kentucky will boot it deep to get the 2nd half underway. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. They're going to ride this running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Sellers. Grabbed over the middle, it's Smith. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
The Gamecocks come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Harbor. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42.
There were very big expectations surrounding this guy coming into the season. He's delivered week in, week out. With that last catch, he's now got over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
He's looking deep. He caught it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down. Can the D deny them on second and goal? This quarterback part of their running game. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Gamecocks in the hurry up. Looking to the end zone on third and goal. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Fourth and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? Dropping back, it's Sellers. Lets it go to the end zone. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Finally brought down. But what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Last time they had it, just an aerial assault. Precision execution, moved right down the field and put it in the end zone. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Caught in the backfield. It's Brown. Breaks into the open. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
first down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they're going to have to find something new to kind of confuse it.
He's picked off and he's thrown a dozen of them. Got room on the return. He's inside the 40. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
And they don't get their hands on the ball often, but how about the big defensive line? And when they do, it's fun to watch. It might take a while, Jesse, but he started to move that thing down the field.
He sure did. He just reminds everybody he's an athlete, too. This guy had some big-time moments in high school on the offensive side of the football, and he's living on defense in college. That's where he's going to make his money at the next level, but that was an unbelievably athletic play.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. Grabbed in the middle, it's Harbor.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
The Wildcats have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Off the RPO, complete. He's out past the 35. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. And the Wildcats come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quick strike complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. to the air. It's Foley. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the fourth quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get and he throws another interception, his third of the night. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. This offense has it with really good field position. Running back searching for a hole. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, it's a final now, and one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Duke was able to cap off a close one in Durham with a narrow victory. And that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture. One team will rise in the ACC standings, while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
He'll do it himself. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it.
Trying to get behind the defense. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
He's got him this time. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, South Carolina! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
They'll line up to go for 2. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Throws to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
That keeps the score. Kentucky 28, South Carolina 20.
A quick timeout called by the kicking team here.
Timeout, South Carolina.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside the 15, here's the return. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29.
1st and 10.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Quickly to the tight end. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, Kentucky.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Dropping back, it's Boley. Finds a tight end down the gut. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. They believe they can run right here. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Kentucky will just try to run out the clock. He wants to change this route. Here they're trying to get to the edge. Past the 45. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Really nice job by the running back here in the fourth quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot late in the game. They need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.